Well, hello everyone, and welcome back for another episode of BarTalk. BarTalk.
Oh my God, what are we doing?
It's your host Abigail speaking,
Yes.
and lovely co-host Tracy.
Hello.
And
We're alone today.
we're
Just want to formally apologize for anybody that listened but stuck with the last podcast, as it took me a literal fucking fortnight to edit, and I will never do that ever again.
Yeah,
We are ordering new mics.
I didn't even listen to the whole episode. I couldn't do it.
I love, and I'm sure that they're going to listen to this. Hold on a second. I got to put my computer down before I throw it.
Okay.
I'm sure that they listened to it, and it was such a shame because Nick and Josh are like they're G's. Like, they're just awesome people. We work with them. Drew works with them, and like they have really good shit to say, and they also shoot the shit with us really well. So it was such a good episode.
Yeah.
But there was just so much that I couldn't save in that fucking podcast, and so much that I had to go through to edit that because we just have two different types of microphones. And so I like formally want to apologize to everybody that listened to that and had to suffer if you were just listening to the audio.
Yeah,
because I think parts of it like cut out and you couldn't really tell if it was with the words or with their mouths moving. But if you watched the video, it made a little bit more sense. So whatever. Thank you to everybody that actually listened to it all the way and gave us good reviews regardless. Yeah. Appreciate you.
I'll listen to the episodes back to find potential reels or clips or whatever. And I just was like, nope, this is not clippable. I'm turning it off. I just goes like, I'm not listening to this.
Yeah. Like, love them most, but we'll have to do something else again with them. So that way it's not as bad. I'm gonna tighten this up.
Fix me.
I'm fixing for
Fix
you,
my
darling.
microphone.
Okay. Oh shit, my walk thing is still on.
Today,
we're just gonna
should
have
we
a
do
chill.
like a brief catch up? How's life? You're training for trifecta. I think I might not be going to that because I just learned that the drive 7.5 hours, bro. 7.5 hours drive?
Yeah, to Sebring. But it's such a good fucking race. So the next one that we have going on is we have
Spartan Sebring.
Yeah, Spartan Sebring. Trifecta series. And I'm actually like trying to take it seriously because the last couple ones you guys have known that I just kind of shit the bed. Oh, dude, side note,
Whoa.
I think I randomly secured third in the national series. Cool. Gang. I don't really understand how that happened, considering that two of them I quite literally was not prepared for. My watch is having a moment. Okay, cool. Like two of them I was entirely unprepared for, and it was in my shitstorm of a couple months that I was having in the middle of the year. So I don't really, one of them was Utah and the other one was West Virginia. And I guess like however the points go, I didn't really understand it, but I think I secured third somehow. So I think Alana got fourth.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, but the one in Central Florida, it's a good race. It's like the one that the whole team goes to. A couple people in Momentum that aren't even a part of the team go to. Last year, I think we had like 20 people go to Sebring.
Well, then you won't miss the 21st.
But you would have so much fun.
I'm sure.
And it's an easy course. It's fun. It's the last one of the year. It's just kind of like to get all your race jitters out the way for next year. But I actually have been running the last couple weeks. I've been on my shit.
I haven't.
And I've had good training blocks or training runs the last couple weeks.
That's great. I haven't.
You have?
I've been doing things.
Doing what you can.
I don't run. You know,
How's
like
your
run
foot?
And I don't run. Foot's fine.
It is?
I also haven't really been running.
Oh.
So we shall see. We shall see.
Well, what did you ever do about your foot injury?
Nothing.
Yeah. Good. Did we ever get the MRI?
No.
Oh.
I don't care.
Well, in case you guys didn't know, Abigail had a hardcore foot injury and decided to do nothing about it, and it's just gone. Movement is medicine. #.
Yeah, they think it's
Gang.
The PT thought it was a stress fracture, and the surgeon thought it was a potential stress fracture, and he was like, "You can get an MRI," and I was like, "Well, what do you do for a stress fracture?" He said, "You rested for 6 to 8 weeks." I said, "So I get an MRI for you to tell me to rest?" He said, "Yes." I said, "I don't want an MRI."
Right.
So.
Because you're not going to rest anyway. So what's the point of getting an MRI?
Precisely.
Right. I feel that. Well, maybe you can come and maybe it'll just be fun. You can come for like one day if you want.
For a fucking day, I'm going to drive 7.5 hours for one day.
Barry's running the Pine Mountain race, the 40 miler, and he's coming down to watch us race on Saturday and then leaving Saturday to go up north. So he's driving like 10 hours.
That's a no. That's a no.
I'm just saying.
No.
Anyway, we're gonna have a little, maybe large, not quite sure, therapy session today.
Therapy sesh. We're asking deep
questions. We're in the fall vibes. We haven't done a deep Q in a hot minute.
Yeah.
So we each wrote down a couple questions. And then we're going to answer them the best that we can. Get to know.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or am I asking first?
No, you ask one first.
Oh, okay.
Hit me with it, Gail.
Okay. I don't know which one to ask first. What are qualities you feel you need to be successful in life? This was what door potential number 25 asked me to ask on the podcast.
What? Okay. Say it again. Say it again.
I don't. What
if you wanted to know, it is currently 7 p.m. and we're still drinking coffee and we still can't get our lives together. So I can't get my life together. So I need you to read the question again.
I should really play this audio
I
fucking saved.
You should.
We'll tell the story at the end if we have time.
Okay.
Okay. What qualities do you feel you need to be successful in life?
Oh man, I feel like that's a loaded question.
That's what the fucking point of the podcast episode is.
Okay. Well,
whoa, deep question.
Well, we're really going there, huh? No.
Okay, let me take it back. What's your favorite color?
Yeah. My color changes every day. No, I'm just kidding. All right. I feel like to genuinely be okay. But here's the thing that I guess I'll say to you though is like, what is success though? Because right now you are succeeding. Right? So it's like, do you think you don't have those qualities now? Like, is that what the question is prefaced for? Like, what do you not have now that you wish you have to be successful?
No, it's just what you can answer it that way if you want. But the question is, what qualities do you feel you need in order to be successful?
Okay. So
in whatever
personally,
endeavor, to reach the goals you have to have the success that you determine as success.
Okay.
What qualities do you need?
Well, considering where I'm at,
I actually touched this and I wiped my nose with it. That's so gross.
Considering where I'm at now and thinking about like what I want to do in the future, I think I'm going to have to have more structure. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to say this in the nicest way possible to myself without being like, where I'm at right now is fucking terrible and I need all of the qualities possible to be fucking successful. That's what I'm getting at. Is like, how can I not shit on myself right now?
She's like, I need
every
some
single
focus,
quality,
a list to wake up when my
calendar.
Alarm goes off.
I need to wake up. I need to wake up to the first alarm, not the fifth. I need to go to bed on time. I need to eat.
Plug in my phone to charge in the nighttime. You know, just little things.
Just like the little things that keep you afloat and
that killed me. That fucking killed me. I would agree with that one, Tracy. I think that was a very astute observation of you to make.
No, but like in a skill-backed but serious version of that.
Structure,
period. Like absolute fucking structure.
Yeah.
In what I do. Because I feel like the way that I'm successful right now is almost exactly what I want to be doing in the future, just on a larger scale. But like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to do that without letting go of some things and not doing it all. And that's going to take structure. And that for me is really hard. Like, I need to be hands-on with everything that I do. And if I'm not, I have I don't even know if I'm a control freak in a way. But I just think that like the things that I do with like design and like the team or like whatever it is, it's like I have to be hands-on because I'm more of the, I don't know, like the community person. And so I just feel like I need to be there. Even with design stuff, like I need to be present. And I feel like I can't do that if I want to actually be successful in the future.
I think you have to have priorities.
Yeah, but priorities are kind of different because if you have priorities, you're still involved with those other things. And I don't think that the way that I want to go in the future, I can be involved with what I'm doing right now.
So you have to have your priorities and make them your priority. And the other things happen or they don't.
Yeah.
That's what
I don't know.
What a priority is.
Yeah, but how, like, I can't even get there if I don't have structure to figure out what my priorities are. Like, I'm so pinged all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can't even pinpoint what I want to be my priority out of that thing.
I think that you just need to sit with yourself for long enough to realize, like, these are the things I have to do, and these are my priorities, and everything else is not.
Like, I have,
so, like,
I just can't get myself to
like,
do
the
that
50
yet.
people you FaceTime during your day, and, like, all of the walk, like, I don't know how many. You go on more walks than me, and I go on a lot of walks.
I have to.
Okay.
I have to. Dude. Right now. I'm taking it one step at a time, though.
My shorts need to be adjusted. My whole booty cheeks were out.
Oh, word. Nice. But I'm just taking it like one step at a time. So, like, right now, I'll say this.
Okay.
Right now, I talked to my mom about this, like, actually a while ago, and it didn't actually make sense. And this is going to sound really dumb, but hear me out. It didn't make sense until how my life currently is my mom was talking about just genuinely slowing down. And my mom, I think I took it in a way where my mom was like, you need to slow down. Like, instead of being so, like, sporadic and all over the place, that's how I took it, is she just thought that I was, like, the ADHD, jumpy, constantly doing things, this, that, and the other, which I am. But I think that slowing down for me is, like, I don't have to get things done right now type of vibe. Instead of, like, having so much to do at one time. Like, yes, I can have so much to do at one time. However, all of those things don't have to be done right now.
Right, because you can only do one thing at a time.
Yeah. So, and I just didn't take it the right way. And so, like, as I'm starting to become more successful in what I'm doing, it's like I have to have those types of stages. So, like, right now I am slowing down, and that's why I have to, like, I have to be outside and, like, go for a walk, because if I go by myself, I can, like, slow down and then figure out the structure for what I'm doing for the next 2 hours, sure, do those things, and then, like, I'll learn how to prioritize the bigger picture in the future.
That's why I fast. You know? I actually physically slow down when I fast, and
yeah.
I don't have brain fog when I fast. So it allows me to actually slow my body and my brain down a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, one of my favorite quotes, rereading The Alchemist, is the king in the book says to the boy, remember that everything you are dealing with is only one thing, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's so weird too, like you know how we were talking about earlier, where it's like you just have to do it. Like, instead of thinking about it so much, you just have to do it. And, like, there's a difference between, like, taking action on everything that you want to do versus, like, genuinely taking action. Like, for me, I just think that I was in this place where I had and I still have so many things going on in my brain, that for me, taking action is like, check off the list and let it go, and check off the list and let it go. And, like, I was trying to get every single thing done at once. That way my checklist was gone, instead of, like, taking action the right way towards one specific thing and kind of, like, just allowing the rest of it to be a looming, like, thought, and just, like, try to block it out and not worry about it until something is genuinely done, because I would, like, half get something done.
Yeah,
because I was trying to do so many things, you know? And, like, for a long time, like, yeah, I have ADHD like crazy, and it's really hard to do. It's really hard to, like, it's really hard to separate a lot of those things, but that's, like, why I have to go on walks. That's why I have to be by myself for a little bit. That's why, like, you know, I've been journaling every day. It's just because, like, I have to put it somewhere to be able to structure and, like, prioritize myself. I'm just getting better at it very slowly.
I found that because I have tendencies to do the same thing, where I will start doing 100 different things at once, and I'll end up getting a little bit of everything and absolutely nothing done. Is I will stop myself when I feel that, and I'll be like, I will talk to myself. I'll be like, you need to slow down, and I'll breathe for a second, and then I'll be like, and sometimes it's small tasks. I'll be like, I'm going to put detergent in the laundry and start the laundry. Okay, now I'm going to go back and finish putting away my groceries. Okay, now I'm going to start making dinner, instead of trying to literally be like, laundry, groceries, dinner, pack my stuff for prep for the day, like shower,
everything at
once.
And that's like, that's how I get myself into, like, a mess. Like, I was, like, so sporadic, like, a couple months ago, not even a couple months ago, like, last month. I literally remember I was, like, when I was thinking about my mom saying slowing down, it was specifically because I never take my keys out of my car. I shouldn't really say that out loud, but listen, I never take my keys out of my car because I'll lose them. But Drew and Jules got me the iPad or the iTag thing.
AirTag.
The AirTag, so I can find my keys.
Yeah.
Well, for whatever the fuck reason, I decided to take my keys out of my car. And obviously, because I took my keys out of my car, I didn't know where the fuck they were. So I was freaking out in my house, and I was like trying to edit a reel and trying to edit a podcast and also doing my laundry and my clothes and vacuuming and like doing all these things. And I also like needed to get to the gym for the 5:30 class. And I was like, where the fuck are my keys? I found my keys in my refrigerator. And I was like, how the fuck did my keys get in my refrigerator? Probably because I just opened my refrigerator, put my handful of shit in, closed the refrigerator, walked away. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, and I literally just like sat there for a second and I laughed at myself, obviously, because who the fuck puts their keys in the refrigerator? But I was like, holy shit. Like, I need to slow the fuck down.
My dad used to always put his keys in the refrigerator because he would take food to work. And that was the one way he knew where his keys were and he wouldn't forget his keys.
Oh, that makes me feel a little bit better.
So
but that's not the reason why I did it. Also,
probably not good for your keys, but he would just put them in the refrigerator overnight.
Seriously?
Yes, so that he wouldn't forget them.
Okay, well, that's not the reason why I did it, but it makes me feel a little bit better.
Yes.
But it is the main reason why I sat there and I was like, holy shit. I was like, I am the definition of a hot mess right now. Mm-hmm. I was like, I need to take it down a little bit. And I just like left everything where it was at, which destroyed me because you know that I can't just like leave a mess. And things were actually a mess in my house. Like computer was open, food was everywhere. I didn't clean out my coffee French press, comforter on the couch, whatever. I just went to the gym and came home and was like, I'm going to clean and go to bed and save this stuff for tomorrow. And then that's what I did. And ever since then, I've been like, I got to slow the fuck down. So structure and slowing the fuck down for me.
That leads into my second question.
Oh, are you not going to say what yours are?
Oh, am I supposed to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I answer my own question?
Of course.
Okay. What qualities do I think that
I
need to be more to be successful?
Ooh, that was a loud crack. Did you hear that? That was my finger. R.I.P.
I think that it's understanding that mindless productivity isn't productive.
Okay.
Doing things for the sake of, in quote, being productive is not always productive. And that sometimes doing nothing is the most productive thing to do.
Okay.
I think that
I agree with that.
It's because I will start working, and then I will generate some level of success, and then I will say work equals success, and I will keep just doing mindless work, and then I'll burn myself out, and then I will actually not be successful. Or I will lose sight of one, what I'm doing, and two, I will set myself up for failure. So I think that
instead of like working with purpose and meaning, and you're just doing like the weird, minute things,
and then stopping when it's done.
Yeah.
And when I don't need to work, being like, I don't need to work, and go have fun. Yeah. And then
love that.
So I think that's probably, as far as I was about to answer it in like kind of a narcissistic way. I was like, I think I actually have the qualities I need to be pretty successful.
And that's the quality that you need to be successful.
Don't be a raging narcissist.
No, I agree with that. I think that's good.
Okay,
Next
question.
See. Ooh, shout out to Mike, because I know he's going to listen to this, who just finished the New York City Marathon. Our Spartan dad finished the marathon.
Hells yeah.
Oh my God. This dude. Look at him. Proud of him, man.
Good on him. Love it.
Proud of you. All right. Shout out to Mike.
Ask a question.
All right. So my question is, all right, this year I think has been full of changes and events for us. Okay. A lot of changes, a lot of events.
Okay.
What is something that you've had to learn the hard way this year that you think you'll bring into next year?
That I've had to learn the hard way?
Yeah. I have a couple of
probably
these.
Probably the same thing. One that like working for the sake of work and suffering for the sake of suffering is actually counterproductive.
Like, is there something that's like an event that led up to that, or like multiple events that led up to that, or what?
Yeah, I think that it was the constant like beating, like it was just beating myself up. And whether that was via always feeling like I have to work, not feeling as though I can have joy, like constantly putting myself through like stupid brutal workouts, like stupid brutal, like just like episodes of work and
Suffrage.
in quote grinding. And yeah, I think
Waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning 7 days a week just because you missed an alarm once.
up. Yes. Yeah. That kind of stuff, you know. I think that is, and then seeing nothing good come from it. I think that was like, I already have a lot of discipline and grit,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
You do.
So it's like, I don't need to keep trying to prove that to myself
Yes.
that I have that.
I agree.
Like I have that, and it will come about when I need it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like when I can chill, I can actually chill. So that's yeah, same thing for that thing.
And giving like discipline and grit towards specific things that make sense for that. Like it doesn't make sense to beat yourself up in that way, because then you can't give all of the discipline and grit that you have towards the things that you're supposed to have them for. Right?
Yeah.
Like beating yourself up so much that like you can't have grit in your job in athletics and the things that you want to have them for. Like
I go
why
into work
burn
feeling
yourself
like
out?
shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fucked up. 100%. And then
Right.
I'm not doing well in the area that I actually need to do well.
Totally.
But also, second thing, standards, boundaries, learn those the hard way.
Yep.
And also, like, I don't know, to have the expectations and standard, not even have expectations, have standards. And like, I don't not apologize for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be like, this is what I do. These are this is what my friends do.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the people I love and care about and are in my life do.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you're going to be someone that I love and care about is in my life, you're going to do these things.
And if you don't, then you're not.
And if you don't, then you're not. And like, no hard feelings. But like, that's that. And I had the hardest time with that for partners.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like I don't understand why it was like friends, standards, family, standards, like clients, standards.
Yeah.
Relationship, like partner.
Weird standards.
Yeah. Like bare minimum.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's like in a way, like you want like at some degree, like you want to make a companion work. And so you like try to work with them, but at the same time, like working with them when you're starting is like you have to set that up right away, because then you try to work with them so much that your standards get pushed to the wayside, and then you end up just like accepting where you're at, and that's when you get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think there's give and take, and there's always going to be like, nobody's perfect, and they're just, but standards.
Yeah, standards.
Or standards. Like, and if you, I don't know.
We have high standards now, just saying. Mine was going to be that I prioritize. I'm not going to use the word prioritize.
You just did.
I know, but I wasn't going to say it like that.
Okay.
I was going to say I prioritize, like, I think about others, and this is a good and bad quality that I think I have about myself. I think about, like, others and, like, the outcome of what other people think to a certain nature, instead of thinking about like me and myself.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think that that's something that I've learned very hard, like this year, period. Because every single thing that I've done this year, I've been having to think, well, I didn't have to at all think of anybody else, but I did, you know, like throughout everything that I have been doing. Like, I think I just, like my nature, I feel like I am, and I enjoy being a giver, and I enjoy being a caretaker in a sense, and I like to fix problems like in life with people, and that's like how I get joy, and that's how I feel fulfillment, is like helping others, but like I don't help myself at all.
As I say, you do it at the sacrifice of yourself.
Yeah,
sometimes.
100%. And so that's like my thing that I've learned the hard way. So I'm trying to be a little bit more selfish.
Good.
And not feel bad about it.
Good. You should.
Yeah.
I think like my question kind of is your question.
Well, read it.
So, if we have the power to create our own perceptions and our own identities,
okay,
for ourselves, right? Our perceptions create our reality.
Mm-hmm.
We have our own identities. What people perceive is going to be up to them. But like for ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
why do we hold on to bad qualities or traits?
Ooh.
I had a journal entry about this recently.
Why we hold on to bad qualities or traits. Okay. Well. Okay. I'll use an example.
It's a good question. I got her.
Yeah.
I got her.
So I guess that does kind of tie into like what I said. So how do I kind of
Well, it doesn't
okay,
necessarily tie in, but I think it connects very well.
It does. I mean, like, I think that to a certain degree, as much as I'm the type of person to say, like, I mean, let's be honest, I don't really give a fuck if people don't like me or not. I mean, like, I try to make a good impression, I feel like, on everybody, and I try to do my best to not have people not like me, but I'm also the type of person that's like, I like to be myself. I'm a weird individual. If you don't like me, you don't like me, and that's completely fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't worry about it and harp on it too much. I more or less like care about how I look at myself versus that.
Yeah.
However, I think to a certain degree, everybody kind of cares about what people perceive you as, because then it allows you to look at yourself and be like, well, what the fuck am I doing for them to see me that way? And so it kind of like puts you in this place of like self-doubt. And because me and you are both the type of people to think so poorly of ourselves in a way, you know what I'm saying? I think that that's like what.
Damn.
But it's true. It's like to a certain degree, like you do have to fucking care, because then you look at yourself and you're really only comparing yourself to you, and you're like, what the fuck? So like for me, I don't care, but I was in a situation where I had to kind of be somebody else for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And I am the type of person that, like, we were just talking about this, like, I want to paint my nails and I want to wear makeup and I like to be a little bit more girly than what I originally am. And I just wasn't that. So people perceived me as that type of person that I wasn't. And yeah, I don't give a fuck about a lot, but I was also doing it at the expense of somebody else because it wasn't my reality.
So you're saying you were holding on to certain bad qualities because you weren't allowing yourself to fully be yourself.
Yeah. And like I did it almost like in a nature of like,
Respect for your partner.
Exactly. Like respecting my partner and also kind of giving a fuck about what other people thought because of that. And like because they didn't want me to be that type of expressive person, I stopped doing it. So I held on to those bad qualities to allow other people to look at me that way.
See, I don't think that's a bad quality. I think that's just I think it's a different question. No, I think it's letting part of yourself not be shown. Because of it. I don't think like I'm talking about bad qualities, like things that are just like, why do I do this thing? Well, why do I have this, like your inability to focus? Okay, so why not just fix it? Why not just identify as somebody who's a focused individual and start acting in accordance with that?
Because it's not that fucking easy. It ain't that fucking easy. I mean, it'd be the same thing. Like, why wasn't it so easy for me to just be myself? Okay. It's not that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not that easy.
Okay, so but why do we do it? How do we change this?
Why it's not like you're gonna wake up. I mean, listen, you can wake up one day and you can just flip a switch, but it's not gonna take that. It's not gonna take a night to change into that.
Sure, but I think I have theories on this. I think humans are naturally we're problem solution. I think that in some ways we always keep around things that we need to continue to work on. Yeah. So I think that there are certain things that almost like we have this problem with ourselves that we have to continue to work on just for the sake of having something to continue to work on. And
to a certain degree.
These are just theories. And then, two, I think that there's also a level of, as time goes, right, finding your purpose, being comfortable in who you are, earning respect for yourself, becoming somebody that you can be proud of, like really growing into your own person. Mm-hmm. I think before that, one, you may not even recognize them as bad qualities, right? Mm-hmm. And then two, I think there's also a level of feeling as though you don't deserve the good, right? Like you don't deserve to have the full expression of who you could be because you don't feel as though you deserve to be that. Right. You deserve to be where you are right now.
Right.
Those are all my theories.
Well, going back to the always having like challenges part, right? Like what is life period if you don't have a challenge? Like what would life be like if you were perfect? Like, what if you were an athlete and you got first place in every single race all the fucking time?
It's dull.
But like, do you even think that that's real? Like, how could that possibly be? How could that even be real? Right, you can't be perfect. So you're always living in challenges, because the minute that you fall off, you're not perfect anymore.
The next question is like, do we form bad qualities for ourselves to have a challenge? Do we perceive them to be bad qualities because we want to create something to fix? Do we these are the things that keep me up at night.
Yeah, these are things like, you think that we just happen to like fall off because we're only human and life is meant to be lived?
There's like, that's where the self-sabotage comes from, like the concept of self-sabotage and the idea of like, maybe we're not so afraid of failure. Maybe we're so afraid of success. Failure is familiar.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't really know if people are afraid of success. I think that people, I just don't know if people know how to push that hard through failures to see success.
I think that people are unfamiliar with it. I think that some people think it's not possible. I think that some people almost are just like, there is, and because I felt this, it's almost like there's no way it could be easy. There's no way I could actually do this. There's no way that I actually deserve something like good like this. There's no way I should actually feel this way. Life is supposed to feel this way. It's supposed to feel this good.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it is.
Like, if you hear somebody like, oh fuck, who was it? I literally just heard something like this, and they got first place at a race, and it was their first place ever. I just heard this on a podcast somewhere, and they were like, and now what?
Oh, okay.
And they were like, and now what?
My mom, it was so funny. She called me. After Utah, I got like I went through a depressive episode, and she came up to me because I was like, I think I need, like, I got to do something because like I'm really struggling right now. And she was just like, you notice you always get like this after you win.
It wasn't you that I was talking about. However, you did do the same thing.
Yeah, but that's why
like, you literally got first place, and you were like, okay, now what?
I was dull. It was like the most.
It's like an adrenaline dump.
Yeah, because it was almost like, in my mind, it's like, me, how could I go through this hard thing and come out first?
And you like didn't even celebrate your win, which was so aggravating, because I was like, why are you not celebrating yourself? And maybe that's what's actually the most unfamiliar part about it, is not actually success. Is like, people don't know how to celebrate themselves, period.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's people, it's like, how do I deserve this? Like, why would I deserve this?
Right.
How could I accomplish this?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And I think this has nothing to do with it, but I'm just going to throw this out there. I think that that's a huge reason why putting yourself in a position to have community around you, no matter what you're doing, is so important, because they're the type of people, or they will be the people who you surround yourself with, is going to be the people that teach you how to celebrate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you were up there if you were by yourself and you just fucking got first place, you went to Utah, it's like, oh yeah, I got first place, adrenaline dump, like, fuck this shit. But like, you had yourself surrounded with people that all weekend we were like, Abigail, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, this was dope. Like, are you kidding me? Like, why are you like upset? Like, you don't train, you don't race, you just came out here and ran 15 fucking miles at 8,000 feet of elevation, and you just won. Yeah. Like, trying to hype you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that community is so important in general. Like, I think that community is having a good community is like one of the most important things in your life, for in terms of like prosperity, longevity, things of that nature, and also success. Like, the whole, like, you're the average of the 5 people you're around. I believe that.
Yeah.
So I want to have a good average. So,
but I do think it's true. Like, it's really hard to celebrate yourself, period.
Yeah. You know, that's why this year, I guess another thing that I've been trying to learn is, like, I actually I can do everything that I fucking want. I can accomplish everything that I want.
Yeah.
And I deserve good things.
Bingo.
Yeah. But
that's it.
That's a hard thing even for me to say.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm sure that there are probably a lot of people listening to this that are kind of like, wow, I feel the same. Like, I don't know. It's just this concept of my whole life that I'm just like, life is not fun. Mm-hmm. Life is suffering.
Yeah.
And so when it's not, it's like, why am I enjoying this? Like, I'm not supposed to enjoy this. Like, it was almost like if I felt joy, I was like, no, this isn't right. Mm. Life is supposed to be suffering.
It's just so fucking sad, because like, it is not supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Like life is supposed to be joyous and peaceful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Which is why we go on trips and have fun and why I try to drag you out. And we're getting there.
I'm working on it.
I've been cracking Abigail in since I've met her. And like more recently, she's been out of her fucking shell. She's come out with us more times this year than she has any other year, except for yesterday. Because yesterday was fully Abigail's fucking idea to hang out, and she got us so excited.
This is the
Let me just tell you
thing.
this. Let me just deviate from this real fucking quick, okay? Now that we're 35 minutes in and got a little serious, let's get unserious for a second. Abigail motherfucking Crow texts me and Alana in our wonderful Mids group chat and is like...
Mids but breedable.
Mids but breedable, baby. So she texts us and she has this brilliant plan and we're going to get together and hot tub and bonfire and whatever. So...
At my mom's house.
At her mom's house.
Yes.
And so me and Alana go to play pickleball and we go to dinner and then we come back and we go to her mom's house. Hey, we're on the way. Hey, we're here. Call Abigail. Where the fuck are you at? She's like, I'm sitting in my apartment. Okay, why? She's like giving us the vibes that she doesn't want to fucking hang out.
No,
okay?
I think it was just so funny because I go, I'm sitting in my apartment. Why? What are you guys doing?
You're like, hello.
We're outside at your mom's where you told us to be. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Y'all are still doing that.
Yeah, it's just like, whoa, that's crazy. We were supposed to be here. Like giving hardcore vibes of like, don't fuck with me right now. So me and Alana are like, okay, well, do you want to come to my house then? And we can just bonfire, whatever. Anyway, she says, my mom's asleep. She says her mom's asleep. Let me say that again. She says her mom is asleep. Okay. So we sneak into the backyard to get firewood. And who is not asleep? Abigail's mother, whose door is wide ass open. She is in her nightgown drinking Fireball and almost nails me in the head with a fucking bow and arrow. Which literally her exact words were, bitch, I love you. Why the fuck are you here? I have my bow and arrow out next to my bed. And I literally looked at her and was like, I'm so fucking sorry.
Also,
she was like, you scared the fuck out of me.
Also, Lori Crow, what are you doing out here? I got Lori Bishop. Sorry, let me correct. Lori Bishop, what are you doing with your fucking bow and arrow thinking
next
you
to her
gotta kill
bed.
somebody?
She was like, bitch, I got my bow and arrow right here.
That's
and I was like,
that's the most Florida shit.
I'm sorry.
That's the most Florida shit. Florida woman kills
her daughter's best friend with a bow. And then she's like, get your ass in here. And I was like, well, I thought you were sleeping. And she's like, no, I'm having myself a drink with my door wide open. Her door was open, bro.
Yeah, she does sleep with her door open.
Okay. Would have been nice to know when I was trying to sneak in the backyard. Anyways, we didn't fucking hang out. Almost got clapped by a fucking bow and arrow last night. It was pretty bad, but it was also really funny. Anyway, love you, Lori.
Okay, so back to serious questions. Because I feel like we finished that one.
Okay. Are you gonna go with one, or was that technically one for you?
I think that was my question.
Was it?
Was it?
I don't know. You want me to do one?
Ra-ta-ta, yes.
Ra-ta-ta-ta. I'm in the ghetto. All right. What do you think is the difference between living and existing?
Well, fulfilling a sense.
Oh my God.
Was your finger stuck?
Oh my God. No. My fucking, do you see this?
Yeah. Is your finger stuck?
My fucking rings are stuck together somehow. And I can't move. Holy shit. Hold on. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Wild. All right, continue.
Okay. I just saved Tracy's life. My
fingers cramped. My fingers cramped like this. And then my rings got stuck together and I couldn't move my side of the gym, and I was just going, Abigail,
I'll hear
Abigail.
her.
And Trent was like, Abigail, like right behind me. I'm like, Abigail. Trent's like, Abigail.
The whole gym will start being like, Abigail, like fucking pelicans. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, that was something. All right, what do you think the difference between living and existing is?
Fulfilling a purpose, a sense of purpose. Actually living with a sense of purpose versus not. Living to suffer versus living with joy.
Wait, which one's existing?
Think about it.
Well,
think about it, bro.
Say it, bitch. Which one's living and which one's existing?
Living's the one where you're just suffering and fulfilling no purpose. That's what really living is.
Well,
Tracy, just really.
I mean, come on, like say it out
Existing
loud.
is just waking up, doing some job that serves no purpose, right? In your mind, anything can be purposeful if that's what you feel is your purpose.
Yeah.
Right. I think that we assign purpose and meaning to things. Right. So it's doing what you feel you were here to do in this life, going after it with everything that you have.
Yeah.
And finding joy in it, deep joy. And when suffering comes, taking the suffering as something that is joyous and peaceful.
Yeah.
That's living.
Yeah.
Existing is doing nothing that you feel you were here to do. Mm-hmm. That in itself is suffering and hell.
Yeah.
And then suffering as a result of that and living in suffering.
Yeah, I was also going to say that I think that existing is more of like being in the present.
Existing,
right? Like existing is like you're just doing what's in the, like I kind of think that existing also is like being in the present and just doing what is happening right now. Like you're existing, I'm getting out of my bed, I'm existing in life, like I'm taking it as it comes. I'm like drinking my coffee right now. I'm existing in this place.
See,
and then living is...
I think that's living because that's full awareness. I think having full awareness in every moment is beautiful.
But it's not though, because you're existing in that time, and living is like, I am going to do this. I'm going to take this trip and fucking live my life. Like I'm going to do this and live with purpose. Like I'm doing things for my future that are that I'm doing now but are benefiting me for the future.
Yeah, it's having an aim.
Yeah, and like existing is just like being in the present moment, existing with where you are.
See, but I don't think that people who are just existing are living in the present moment. I think that they're living in a fantasy or just absolute misery.
I think it's just being lazy.
I don't think that they're necessarily present or aware, because if they're fully aware, well, maybe they're fully aware of how miserable they are. But I think that a lot of people who are just existing have to put their minds and their thoughts elsewhere.
Yeah.
They might be moment to moment, but I don't think that their mind is fully in the present and aware.
Yeah.
Because if they're fully aware, it's like, this is, dude, existing.
I agree to disagree, Abigail.
Existing is the people who fucking take up air in this goddamn world. This is the Thanos.
But that is like kind of like...
Wipe them people out.
Get all them gems.
Yeah.
I kind of like, but I also in a way feel like that is if you constantly just live like your day to day, you just fucking exist in your present moment. Mm-hmm. It is inherently being lazy. You're not really doing anything for your future. Like you could be doing something present, like
that's
relaxing.
Not true, because I can fully be aware and presently in the moment while I'm doing programs for clients, while I'm writing a new program to sell.
Yeah, but you're doing something for the future. You're actively writing programs
but that's
and being in the moment.
Thank you.
For your future.
Sure.
Existing is like, I'm going to sit here and drink my cup of coffee in this moment for zero purpose, and I'm not thinking about anything else.
We're saying the same thing, dude. It's awareness with awareness with an aim or awareness with no aim.
Kind of.
You just don't want to admit I'm right.
You're not right.
You just don't want to admit I'm right.
You're not right.
Oh, so am.
You're not right.
I so am.
Maybe I'm just not hearing you, but you're not right.
No, I am, and this is why you always say Abigail.
Agree to disagree, Abigail.
Okay.
Agree to fucking disagree.
You know who also says my name like that? Denise. Mike, are both of our clients. She second, dude. She doesn't even. Abigail.
Okay. Have I ever showed you the thing from? Wait, you were with us in Nashville. Who is the bitch from Wild Thornberries?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the yabba guy.
Yeah,
that is Denise.
Yes. Okay, but that's unrelated to the part. We need to bring it back.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that is Denise. I have that. I saved that audio so I can make it into her ringtone, and I haven't done it yet, but I will do it.
Okay.
Hit me with it.
What do you like the most about our relationship?
About us?
Yeah. What do you hate the most?
Oh. What do I like?
Another.
But it wasn't even like we were like talking about shit, but we also weren't talking about shit, and we were just on the same mental wave, and we were just like,
we were filled with so much like love and gratitude
and I
for
was
one
like,
another.
I love you, man. She's like, I just love you so much. I was like, I fucking love you too. And we were like walking, crying, and we were just like,
people were walking by us, and we were like, I'm sorry. There was this dude who walked by us, and we were like, we're sorry, we're having a moment, and he was like, that's all right, and walked by, and we were like, that was weird. And then he kept crying.
We just kept crying. We were like, okay, see you later.
Yeah.
I think that my favorite thing about our relationship is that we're so like honest with each other, and like a sister relationship, that it's like you keep me in line and I keep you in line, and because of that, it's like we know what's going on without knowing what's going on. So I can like reel you in, and you can reel me in, like even from afar, because it's like we just have that type of
our souls
bond.
are connected.
Yeah.
We don't have to speak.
Yeah. Like I could not speak to you for a week, and you were like, that was a really bad week, right? And you were like, yeah. And you're like, I feel you.
Yeah.
And then like you're like, oh shit, like today's a good fucking day. We're vibing. And you're like, yeah. Okay. Or like I could like see you from afar and like know what type of vibe I'm getting from you. Or like if I do something weird and you do something weird, you're like, yo, what the fuck?
I was
like
gonna
you just
say,
keep each other in check always.
Yeah.
You know?
I was gonna say, I think my favorite thing about our relationship is our entire dynamic.
Yeah.
We are, yeah. Like
Yin-yang.
we can, yeah. I think just like everything that you bring to my life, I absolutely need.
Yeah.
And
Same.
I think that we don't need to communicate, and we can communicate. I think that the way in which we communicate is very honest and open. It's so funny because Alana doesn't even entirely get it. She's like, you guys are so mean to each other. And like,
she said that to me the other day too.
She's like, you guys are so mean to each other. And I'm like, no, I love the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand. Like, it's just not.
She literally said that to me the other day, and she sent this in the group chat, and she was like, you guys are so hostile. And I'm like,
not even a little bit.
It's not, because we can literally text each other in all caps, and it's like, don't yell at me, bitch. But then it's like, but I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like, we can look at each other and be like, you're being ridiculous right now. It's like, bitch, are you on your period? And you're like, we can be hostile, but it's not being hostile.
We can have a full blown and this is the thing. This is the difference between what I believe an argument is and how other people, like an argument in most people's mind is like yelling and toxic and whatever.
Yeah.
How Tracy and I argue is legitimately how I think an argument is and should go, which is like we could be actually angry with one another.
Yeah.
And completely disagree, and we'll just talk.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, you are wrong.
Yeah.
Like, and she'll be like, no, you're wrong. And we'll talk it out. And like, that's literally just that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And it's at the end of the day, like the whole time we're mad at each other, we still love the fuck out of each other. And it's like, I'm not going anywhere and you're not going anywhere. And we know that going into whatever argument we're going into.
Yeah. And I think also like, I found that like the people that I keep close, like obviously you're one of them, but the only reason why like we're so tight is because you can talk in circles with somebody, and then eventually like in an argument you like talk circles with somebody, but then you eventually understand where each other is at, versus like talking in circles with somebody by feeling like you're making them even more mad. How do I explain this? Like when you talk in circles with somebody that you don't necessarily trust or you're not as close with, you feel like the argument that you like can't talk to them for the next like couple days because you just hurt their feelings. And it's like we can talk to each other and we can like combat about certain things, and we can talk in circles, and then we just understand each other, and we're like, okay, love you, bitch, see you later. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't like, there is no getting mad at like speaking the truth and being honest and talking in circles or arguing.
Because at the end of the day, I think both of us understand that neither of us are going absolutely anywhere.
Yeah.
Because we like, there is no world in which I'm going to get done with an argument and our friendship could be over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that some people will argue and it's like, there's a potential end. There's like you're temporary. There's I'm going to win this. There's none of that with us. It is legitimately just like, I love you and you love me, and so like this is where we just disagree. And also, if we disagree, then I still love you.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I don't know if there's anything that like
you also I think you accept me exactly how the fuck I am. Like there's always there's always gonna be things that we're gonna annoy the shit out of each other with.
Mm-hmm.
Like no, people are just annoying in general.
Mm-hmm.
But I like there's no you never have ever, and I don't think will ever make me change anything about myself.
No. I wouldn't. I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, well, that's why it's like
because it's like it's unconditional.
I want you exactly where you are.
Exactly,
yes.
and it's like unconditional. Like I would never want you to be anybody different.
Yeah.
And also, but if you just decided to wake up one day and you were just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna pull 180 and change exactly who I am," it's like, okay, well, I'll love you however the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Like
we'll reestablish that as we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and if I have to love you from a distance,
yeah,
then I love you from a distance.
Might be a little weird. Might say something about it, but also I'm gonna love you exactly what you do.
Yeah.
And like I would have your back no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
Yeah, I think it's good. I don't think that there's anything. Like you said, what do you not like it? Nothing.
Yeah,
really. Not to be like totally fucking gay.
I know, but I really don't think I hate anything about our friendship at all.
I don't either. It's been very like
even when I have moments where like you'll know I'll have like really like you are extrovert city. You could be around people forever and ever until you die. And we'll go on a trip together and we'll have the most fun. And then for like 2 days after, I cannot talk to Tracy. Yeah. And it's not because I hate Tracy. It's just because I've
capped at her
because she's
window.
Talked so much. And I just have to not hear Tracy and me talking to Tracy for like 2 days because I'm so introverted. I have to reset my battery.
Yeah.
And you know this.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because like if I think that would be what I hated if you didn't know this, but you do. So literally for 2 days
like
after,
don't talk to you.
She just won't talk to me.
Yeah.
For like 2 days.
It's like, and somebody will ask, they'll be like, "Have you talked to Abby?" I'm like,
no.
Nah. I know where she's at.
Yeah.
She's in her fucking apartment, meal prepping or some shit. Like
yeah.
she's out there. She's eating the fucking lunch meat and apples by herself. Yeah. She's good.
She knows, like text only for 2 days after.
Not even. I'm just like, all right, see you on Wednesday. Like, we'll get back on a Sunday. I'm like, all right, see you Wednesday or Thursday. Sounds good.
Yep.
Like whatever.
Yeah, I don't. Not to be gay, but I don't think I hate anything about our relationship.
I don't. I've had like so many like friendships come and go in just my 29 years of life that I think like a part of me gives people so many chances because I like try to accept people where they're at, but it's like nobody gives that back to me. And like you do, you know what I'm saying? And like I also don't let a shit ton of people in. Like I am a very open book and I feel like I'm an extrovert and I like love people and I love being ingested into other people because I'm like, let me help you and like let me be involved and whatever. But I feel like I don't give people me all the way. Like I do, but to a certain extent. I have like a very large wall.
Yeah, the rope ends.
The
for
rope
a lot of
ends.
People.
Yeah. And so, but like if I let you pass that rope, it's like because you give back to me exactly what I give to you, and so I don't let people in like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if it was in a position because of the things that I've gone through in the past, like if that was something that I knew was gonna like end, I never would have done that in the first place. And that's why I think it's so special because I only have like very few people that know me like that. Yeah. Like even people that are close to me don't know me like that.
Yeah, I think we're effort people.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you didn't give it back to me, then I would hate something about it, which obviously I don't because we're gay for each other.
Yay.
We're a package deal. So just so you know, we have high standards and we're a package deal. So if this bitch gets some free coffee or goes on a yacht,
some free
or
coffee
on a trip, it's also mine.
Yeah. So if I get a coffee delivery coming in, you might as well
slide it in.
Just put in your order.
But I'm just saying, like a black coffee with 2 pumps of white mocha sounds really nice.
You heard?
Like I'm just
door number 182.
Just fucking saying, okay. Damn it. To hell. All right, I have one more question.
All right, game moment over. Love you.
All right, love you too. All right, last one. If somebody looked at you and said that you would absolutely successfully be able to live the rest of your life on another planet and that this one was going to die, would you?
I would die. No, Tracy would die and you're a retard for that. You're a retard. I know. We've had the space conversation. She ain't going to another planet.
I don't trust people enough.
This is... What The fuck does that even supposed to mean?
I don't know.
I don't trust people enough, so I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay on this planet with these fucking idiots I don't trust and die instead of going to.
Here's my thing: if I knew for a fact I was gonna be able to reproduce, I would go.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, if I was with somebody at that moment and they were like, bitch, either you can live here and you can stay until the end of time. I mean, if I like wasn't with somebody and I was kind of like in my mids and like I just was like, I would rather earth it and just like be me.
What are you even saying?
If I was with somebody and in a relationship, we were like, yeah, let's have some kids and like eventually know that they were going to succeed in another planet. Yeah,
so basically your life or death scenario requires you to have a partner.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
They're going to be the same people out there
all right,
that they are here.
Everybody we're going to submit an application for Love is Blind for Tracy. because this bitch is not, you can't die on me because you're not with somebody.
Well, what if I
this is a lot of pressure.
What if I just don't want to go to space? I don't know what the fuck's going to happen out there. Right. Nobody knows what's going to happen in space, brother.
I need people up in the DMs on her immediately.
Nobody knows what's going to happen in space. I think people are fucking liars.
Okay, well, yeah, everyone's a fucking, yes, people are fucking liars. Are you kidding me? And also, I don't know what's going to be in space either, but if the Earth is for sure dying, they're like, you've got 30 days, figure it out. You can go to Mars or Venus or Uranus, or you could die. Guess what? I'm gonna get in the fucking rocket ship, and I'm either gonna die on Earth or I'm gonna die in space.
Until day 29.
Right.
And then I would probably
29?
Go. And then I'm probably gonna go, but I'm just saying.
No, you know why you're gonna
if
go?
There was no deadline.
It's because Tracy has such bad FOMO that Alana and I would be on the rocket, and she'd be like, "Wait, you guys, don't just leave me here." Okay, shit. Let me get my phone charger. Hold on. Wait, do we have the French press? We need the French press in space.
Yes, if they don't have fucking good coffee in space, I'm out.
Okay. If I didn't know for sure if they're like, maybe the planet will die, I'd probably be like, I'll hedge my bets on Earth, bro. I don't care, because whatever. Yeah. But if it was guaranteed, I knew for a fact, like I knew God came down and he was like, the Earth's dying. And I was like, shit. Then I would.
Damn it, Thanos is here. Sounds good. Gotta get out.
Yeah, if Thanos himself was like, I have the 6th ring right now, then I would be like, okay. Heard.
Yeah.
And I would be like, let me going on a trip in my favorite rocket ship. Zooming through the sky. Little Einsteins. Climb aboard. You're ready to explore. Dude, what? There's so much to find. Little Einsteins.
Okay, what if the little Einsteins couldn't fly? Yeah. What if the little Einsteins couldn't fly yet because you don't know if Earth isn't gonna die? What if the question was, you don't know if Earth is going anywhere, they just know that you absolutely can live on another planet?
First of all, would you go? I haven't picked the planet.
Mars.
Well, Mars seems the coolest, but also I feel like everyone would go to Mars, so I don't want to go to Mars. Mm-hmm. I feel like weird people would go to Uranus. Like, actually, no, I feel like the people with like a really sick sense of humor would go to Uranus, so I'd probably go there. They'd be like, I'm going to Uranus. And I'd be like, all right, bad.
Like, all the shitbags on Earth that are instantly going to hell would probably go to Uranus just to crack a bunch of jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
I just feel like if there was a chance that you could live outside
I'd go to
Earth,
Jupiter.
People would go, and then it would leave the cool kids behind at Earth.
Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. And where do the girls go?
Girls go to Mars, eat candy bars.
No, wait, that wasn't it. Was that it? Is it Mars?
I don't know. Rhymed.
I'm going to Jupiter because that's where the dicks are at.
I'm going to Earth because everybody's going to leave and the cool kids are going to fucking stay. And it's going to be me against the fucking Earthlings, baby.
This is so hard. There's so many planets to choose. 9 options.
I am not going.
8 options.
My options
Pluto
here.
isn't a thing anymore. I think Pluto's a star now.
Yeah, Pluto's not a planet.
I'm going to Pluto to blow up.
To blow up?
Yeah. I don't know where I would go.
I'll place my bets on Earth.
There's going to be other fucking planets.
There's
Jupiter.
We talked about this so long ago.
There's Venus.
Something
there's Uranus,
about space.
There's Earth. There's Neptune. I'm missing a few.
I didn't hear what you said.
Which one did I miss? Did I say Jupiter? There's Neptune.
Jupiter. Saturn. Uranus.
Yeah, Saturn.
Pluto doesn't count.
Saturn looks
Earth.
dope, but the ring, like the... I think that one's really cold. Which one's cold? I'm not going to that one.
Furthest away from the sun. I don't remember the little thing that we did in like fifth grade.
I don't know the order.
Where you put the styrofoam planets in.
Dude, I forgot what fucking continent Egypt was in the other day, so we can't be talking about which.
All right, name the planets. This is really bad.
Hold on. Which planet?
Mercury. We forgot Mercury.
Dude, it's in retrograde.
Wait.
Okay, yeah, the coldest in our solar system is Neptune, so that's out.
Right. We can't even go
Which
north.
Which planet is the warmest? I bet you it's Earth.
Mars.
Venus.
I bet you it's Earth.
Bet
Mars,
I'll go to Venus.
Venus. What the fuck happens on Venus? Nothing.
I want to see pictures
of
all the planets. Let me find the one that looks the coolest.
I know we talked about this a really long time ago, but I just don't vibe with space. Anytime I watch a TV show or a movie about space, it just scares the shit out of me.
Take me to a black hole and let me turn into a spaghetti squash and die.
No. Have you ever seen, what's the movie with Matthew McConaughey? Interstellar? That's a dope movie, but that also was scary as shit.
Dude, Mercury's probably the hottest. It's closest to the sun. Yeah, Neptune's the farthest. Gangbusters.
All right.
Pluto isn't. Jupiter. Okay, so Uranus. If I had to choose one, I'd probably either choose Venus or a Jupiter, or
Venus
Uranus,
or
just
Jupiter?
for shits and giggles.
You would definitely fucking go to Uranus just because you would be able to
I'd
say
be
that
like,
you.
All right, who the fuck else pulled up here?
I was just about to say you would want to go specifically for, like you said earlier, all the assholes that instantly have a spot in hell are going to Uranus, and you are definitely going to go just as he was fucking there.
Yeah, probably.
Also, you could say you had a kid in Uranus.
God, that's fucking so good.
I know.
Damn.
I know.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
But it's cold there. It's like pretty close to, or it's pretty far from the sun.
Fuck it. To live the rest of your life with some fucking jokes? Oh, well. You got any more cues or no? It's 8 p.m., bitch.
I have cues, but I'm over it, so I think we should end there.
Well, it's 8 p.m. We should go to bed.
Yeah. You're not going to go to bed. This is the thing. She says, we should go to bed. And then she'll send me a reel at fucking 11 p.m. And I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing here?
She's like, wait, why are you awake? And I'm like, bitch, I'm always up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good night. Love you.
See y'all next motherfucking week for another episode of BarTalk. Bye.
Bye.
Hello?